Welcome to this lesson on tracking process file descriptors for troubleshooting. In the complex world of server management and application debugging, understanding what processes are doing with system resources is paramount. File descriptors, or FDs, are fundamental to how processes interact with files, network sockets, and other I/O operations. When these are mismanaged or exhausted, it can lead to critical system failures and performance bottlenecks. Today, we'll explore why tracking FDs is crucial for maintaining system health, and we'll deep dive into two indispensable Linux utilities, lsof and Fuser. These tools empower administrators and developers to diagnose and resolve a wide array of system issues, from too many open files errors to unresponsive applications. Let's get started on mastering these powerful troubleshooting aids. At its core, a file descriptor is simply an abstract handle that a process uses to refer to an open file or other I/O resource. Think of it like a unique ID for every open resource. When a program needs to read from a file, write to a network socket, or communicate via a pipe, it first requests an FD from the operating system. These FDs are usually non-negative integers. Each process has a limited number of FDs it can open, defined by system-wide and user-specific limits. Exceeding these limits is a common cause of application crashes and system instability. Understanding this concept is foundational to appreciating the necessity of the tools we're about to explore. When file descriptors aren't properly managed, your system can experience a range of frustrating issues. One of the most common errors you'll encounter is too many open files, often seen in application logs when a process tries to open another resource but has hit its FD limit. This can lead to the application becoming unresponsive or crashing entirely. Beyond explicit error messages, a system struggling with FD exhaustion might exhibit general performance degradation, with applications slowing down or failing to establish new connections. Identifying the specific process and the files or resources it's holding onto is the first critical step in resolving these problems. Without the right tools, this can be like finding a needle in a haystack. lsof, which stands for List Open Files, is an incredibly powerful command line utility. It lists information about files that are open by processes running on your system. This isn't just about regular files. lsof can reveal open directories, block devices, character devices, shared libraries, regular files, pipes, symbolic links, network files, and much more. It's often the first tool to reach for when you need to understand what's happening under the hood. You can filter its output in numerous ways. For instance, to see all open network connections with lsof-I, or to inspect files opened by a specific user with lsof-u user. Its versatility makes it indispensable for deep system diagnostics. Let's look at some practical lsof commands. To inspect all files opened by a specific process, identified by its process ID, PID, you'd use lsof-p PID. This is incredibly useful for understanding an application's resource footprint. If you need to see what files are open within a particular directory and its subdirectories, lsof+d/path is your command. This can help you track down rogue temporary files or assess directory usage. Another powerful capability is finding deleted files that are still open. These files, while removed from the directory structure, continue to consume disk space and FDs until the process holding them closes them. lsof will flag these as deleted in its output, helping you identify potential resource leaks. While lsof tells you what files a process has open, Fuser takes the opposite approach. It tells you which processes are using a specified file or file system. Fuser is especially handy when you're trying to perform an operation on a file or mount point, like unmounting a drive, and receive a device is busy error. Its primary function is to list the PIDs of processes accessing the target. You can also use Fuser to send a signal to these processes, for example, to kill them, using the -K option. It also supports various filtering, such as identifying processes using network ports with the -N and TCP or UDP options. It's a quick and direct tool for resolving busy resource issues. Let's explore Fuser with practical examples. If you need to know which processes are actively using a specific mount point, say /mnt/data, you would use fuser-v/mnt/data. The -v option provides verbose output, giving you more details about the processes. This is indispensable before attempting to unmount a file system. For network troubleshooting, Fuser-N TCP80 will identify all processes listening or connected to TCP port 80, which is commonly used for web servers. This is perfect for debugging port conflicts or unexpected services. Once identified, you can then decide whether to terminate those processes or reconfigure them. Fuser provides immediate answers to who is using this resource scenarios. So, when do you use lsof and when do you opt for Fuser? The distinction is clear based on your starting point. If your question is, what files does PIDX have open? lsof is your go-to. You're starting with a process and want to enumerate its associated resources. Conversely, if your question is, what PIDs are using file Y or network port Z, then Fuser is the more direct and efficient tool. You're starting with a resource and want to identify the processes interacting with it. Think of lsof as process-centric and Fuser as resource-centric. Both are invaluable, but knowing which one to pick for a given scenario will significantly speed up your troubleshooting efforts. Beyond basic usage, lsof and Fuser become even more powerful when combined with other command line utilities. Pipelining their output with grep or awk allows for highly specific filtering and data extraction. For instance, you can use lsof with grep to quickly find all open files containing a specific string in their path. For ongoing system health, establish regular monitoring of FD usage, especially for critical applications. Tools like PromTool with custom exporters can graph FD usage over time, alerting you to potential issues before they become critical. A crucial best practice with Fuser-K is caution. Always understand which processes you're about to kill, as indiscriminately terminating processes can lead to data loss or system instability. We've covered the fundamentals of file descriptors, common issues arising from their mismanagement, and how to effectively use lsof and Fuser for diagnosing and resolving these problems. Remember, lsof helps you see what files a process has open, while Fuser identifies which processes are using a particular file or resource. These tools are not just for reactive troubleshooting, they are vital for proactive system health monitoring. The key to mastering them, like any powerful utility, is practice. Experiment with different options, combine them with other commands, and integrate them into your daily diagnostic routines. Continue your learning journey by consulting their respective man pages and exploring online resources. Thank you for joining this lesson.